Hello. Hi. So today I'm going to make banana bread. The reason I'm making banana bread is I have overly ripe bananas and a lot of free time. It's really simple, really fast. You basically fuck it all in a bowl, mix it together, put it in the correct tin, put it in the oven, Bob's your uncle, fanny's your auntie, good to go. So for banana bread you always need bananas, right? You need overly ripe bananas. If I say overly ripe, what I mean is they need to look brown, they need to look to the point where you'd be like, I'm not buying that, that's going in the fucking bin. Pretty much like this. Right, now, not the most appealing thing in the world, but that's how they should look. So let's do it. I've made banana bread in the past. When I made it in the past, I'm almost positive I had like cinnamon and stuff in it. I've looked in my recipe books and stuff, but I can't find the one I used to use. So I've just basically went online and I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to add cinnamon in it because I'm just going to add cinnamon in it because I think it tastes better with cinnamon. With this recipe, obviously it's pretty foolproof. Throw it in, mush it, whatever. So you can add walnuts, you can add chocolate, as long as obviously like cooking chocolate, chocolate chips or whatever, or like chopped chocolate. You can put stuff on top, you can put stuff in it. Do what you want, just make sure it's not any sort of wet ingredients you're putting in, like cherries and stuff and fruit. But it's a pretty tough recipe, like banana bread you can't really go wrong. So let's do that and try not to go wrong. So I've got all the ingredients in front of me. Everything that I'm going to use today will be in the description. And I'll obviously say it as I'm using it, but it's just normal cake stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, milk, bits and bobs. So I already have my oven preheating to 180 degrees. So I have a fan oven, so I've put it to 160. Actually this recipe is so quick in fact that my dinner is actually in the oven just now, to show you how quick it is. That's 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm getting better at this American Fahrenheit oven shit. Or gas Mach 4, if you're one of those cunts. Gas Mach 4. We'll just throw all the dry stuff in with the wet stuff. So for flour we have, what is it, 285 grams or 10 ounce. So 285 grams. And we'll serve that in while Bronson cries. You want a biscuit? Will you stop crying if I give you a biscuit? In offering you a biscuit, I've just realised that I don't have a peony on again. Right, wait now, I'll get you a biscuit. So I had a word with myself about my peony on again. I don't know why I constantly forget it. I think it's because it's like a new thing and I haven't always had it. But now that I've got it, I feel like I really should wear it. Anyway, next is sugar. So it's 225 grams of caster sugar, or 8 ounces. Now I sieve my caster sugar because caster sugar tends to get really lumpy, and it's just a pain in the arse trying to like push all the lumps out with a spoon when you find them when you're stirring it, so I just sieve it. So I've used self-rising flour for this recipe because I'm lazy. You can use plain flour and then add bicarbonate soda. It would be the same amount of flour that you would use for plain flour, but you would just add 1 tablespoon of baking soda, but I would recommend sieving that with your flour. But I'm lazy. It asks for half a teaspoon of salt, but I can't be bothered measuring that, so I'm just going to shove some in. That'll do. And then for the cinnamon, I'm just going to throw a bit in. I would probably say maybe 1 level teaspoon of cinnamon, just for a wee bit of flavour in it, if you do want to use it, but I'm just going to throw some in. But 1 level teaspoon I would recommend. Yeah, I would say that'll do. And then a wee bit for good luck. What's the point in the sieve when you just throw it in, Suzanne? Don't know. Just going to give them a wee stir. Going to throw it everywhere as I stir it, obviously, because why wouldn't you? So put your flour and your dry ingredients to the side for a minute, and then get your bananas and a fork and a separate bowl. Take 4 ripe bananas. Now people always say you open it from the bottom. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I can't open bananas from the bottom. Like, I would say it's the bottom. I would open it from this bit because I don't know, what is the witchcraft that opens it from this side? Don't know, mate. Don't know. Anyway. Now, it's not that bad in the inside, it's just the outside looks all messed up. I'm going to take off the wee weird nibs at the top because they just seem like they'd be uncomfortable to eat, you know what I mean? So I've got 4 bananas. I'm basically going to get a fork and I'm going to mush it to bits. I'll probably start with a knife actually because it'll be easier. I lost a bit of banana and Bronson's now eating it. I would say that if you've got a food processor, I would use that to mush the bananas. I don't. This is probably the longest part, so if you don't have a food processor, this will take you the longest. Just know that. So I've basically chopped my banana enough, and I'm now going to use my fork to mush it. Mush is the technical term of what you do. So I'm happy with that. That's basically a mush. You're looking for something that looks like snot. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like a liquidy banana mush. Banana mush. It's like sliding around. I can't even really show you. But I mean, there's some big bits in, but I'm happy with that. You can mush it till it's an actual puree if you really want to, but I like wee bits, but it's entirely up to yourself. Okay, so in my banana mix, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my eggs. So it asks for 2 free-range eggs. Doesn't specify a size, just says eggs. I'd probably go for a medium egg though. And wash my hands. Right, so mix that together. Now that's fully incorporated, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And by teaspoon, I'm going to fucking wing it, but use a teaspoon. Next you add the butter. What I tend to do is put the butter in a jug and microwave it, not till it's hot, just till it's melted. Then we'll incorporate that into the banana mix. So you're adding 225 grams of butter, or 8 ounce. So I've just melted my butter in the microwave. I've just put it on for a few seconds, stirred it. I actually am using margarine, I don't use butter a lot unless it's an icing. So I'm going to put this in now. So obviously this is like, it's not warm, it's just enough to melt it, so when I start pouring it in here it shouldn't curdle anything like the eggs. It won't cook the eggs and anything. You need to make sure it's not roasting hot or it will cook the eggs that's in your banana mix. So I'm just mixing this through. So in this bowl I've only got the eggs, banana and the butter. So I have milk here and it's just in case this is too thick and I need more liquid to actually mix it. I have a whisk, just in case. But in the bowl with the flour, the cinnamon and the sugar, all I'm going to do is spill it everywhere and then create a well in the middle, and I'm going to just start pouring this stuff in and giving it a jolly good whisk. I'm just going to throw caution to the wind and throw it all in because I'm impatient. Take your spoon and just start mixing it round. Try doing like a scoop and a fold action, so you're scooping the sides and you're folding it over, just so that you can get all the flavour. There's no big dry lumps at the bottom or anything. But it does combine quite quickly. So I'm just scraping the bottom, making sure I'm not missing anything from the sides and the bottom. That's it. So what I'm left with is mix. Basically, lumpy mix. The lumps are just the banana, it's not flour. From here, take your loaf tin, you can grease it any way you want. You can either smear the sides in butter, you can spray it with spray oil, or you can put parchment paper or baking paper at the bottom. I'm going to do baking paper. What I do, again, because who has time to measure things, I basically tear a bit off and then just fold it. Fold it to what I believe the size is. So you can, obviously it's right next to you, so you can see how big you might need. It just has to be enough to cover the bottom that it won't stick to the pan. The cake won't stick to the pan. If you came here for exact ways and exact science behind cooking, you've come to the wrong place, my friend. And for that, I'm sorry. So I'm happy with how I've lined this. I'm just going to pour it in now. And at this point, my dinner smells like it's ready as well, which is convenient. Now, my cake tin is a bit small. I think that I've made too much mixture, but that's okay. So I've used about half that mixture and I've put it in, excuse me Buddha, I've put it in my cake tin. I've left enough room for it to rise. I'm going to put this in now and then I'll probably make another one with the leftovers. This recipe calls for a 5-inch loaf tin and I have a 2-inch loaf tin. So that's why I have to use it in 2 batches. But what I would usually do, because 5-inch loaf tins are massive and they're quite expensive. This number cost me like £2. So I mean, I'm not going to buy one at like £25 for more cake. But I could, if I had cupcake tins, I could make cupcakes with the remainder of this, or I could just make 2 loaves. But I'm going to make 2 loaves. So I'll put this in just now and it'll go in for roughly an hour. I would say maybe 50 minutes and then give it a poke to see how it looks inside. So yeah, I'll be back to you in 50 minutes. So this is it straight out of the oven. This, I won't lie to you, is actually the second one that I've made because the first one, well, I've already ate some of it, I won't lie. But hey, I get to show you the inside. So that's the inside. That's the first one. So not bad. Also, brand new rack. So, I've had my dinner, I've made breads. This is the first one that came out. This is a bit cut off because I've ate some. It was delicious. So yeah, that's the first loaf. The second loaf I've taken out the tin and I've just basically put on a cooling rack. This is me making banana bread. It was very quick, it was very easy. You just need 2 bowls and 40 minutes in the oven. What I remembered that I said initially was it's 180 degrees in the, to preheat the oven to. It's actually 160 if it's fan, so I had it at 160 because I have a fan oven. So 160 for 40 to 45 minutes. After 40 minutes I would basically just put a metal skewer or a knife or something in the middle, and if it comes out clean then it's ready to go. When you look inside there's some squidgy bits, that's just your big bits of banana. So that's good. I am going to give 1 entire loaf to my friend Levi because I messaged him when it was in the oven, asked him if he likes it, and he says it was one of his favourite things to eat. So although he has eaten the Twinkie that I left in his fridge, I am still going to be a fantastic friend and give him an entire loaf to himself. So as usual, I'll end this video by saying thank you so much for coming to watch my video, to come see me make banana bread, and this video will probably be up 3 or 4 weeks after my Instagram post where I said I made banana bread. So if you expect that video like tomorrow, apologies. Thank you to my amazing patrons who, without them I wouldn't have a bread tin or a cooling rack or any of the stuff that I tend to have now. The more patrons that I've been getting, the more stuff I've been buying. So it's working out great because I actually get to make other things that I wouldn't have been able to make before. So without them, some of these videos wouldn't be possible. So thank you. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, then thanks for coming and watching to this point anyway, and I'm sorry you didn't like it. If you don't like it, then let me know why. I guess. I don't know. If you want to chat, I have a Twitter. If you want to see dogs, I have an Instagram. And if you want to see more videos, then like and subscribe. If you make this banana loaf, I would love to see pictures of it. I would love to see if you use cinnamon or nutmeg or any other like spice, or if you don't use a spice, if you cream the butter and sugar together instead of putting melted butter in it, because that's another thing that I would have done if I hadn't done what I did there. I would have creamed the butter and sugar together until it was light and fluffy, then added that in with the bananas and stuff. So there's like 2 different ways to do it. You basically get the same idea. It's 6 1/2 dozen to me, but yeah, let me know what you would have done differently or done the same. Show me pictures. Sharing is caring. Fucking ghost turned the TV on. Sharing is caring, and I want to see. So yes, so I'll speak to you soon, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!